Hello, I am Nabil. Today I'd like to talk about introduction of email. So, what is an email? Email is a short for electronic mail, which is E stands for electronic. Email is written on computer and sent to the receiver by merely pressing the send button on the screen. Basically, email is another version of letter which is sent electronically instead of by using mail. Email is a modern method of transmitting data, text files, digital photos, audios, and videos from one computer to another over the internet. The advantages of using email. Email can be delivered extremely fast compared to traditional post. If we are using traditional post, it will take at least 2 to 3 working days for the mail to be received by the receiver. Second, email can be sent 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, unlike traditional post. If we are using traditional post, there will be certain hours and days for the sender to send the mail. Third, email is cheap. When using broadband, this email send is effectively free. Lastly, email can be sent to one person or several people. The disadvantages of using email. First, both recipient and sender need the internet to use email. Second, viruses are easily spread via email, but most of the email providers will scan email for viruses on your behalf. Lastly, no guarantee the mail will be read until the user logs on and checks their email. Nowadays, there are many email providers, but the most popular free email providers are Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook.com, Outlook, and eBay. Hello, I will teach you how to create a Gmail account for Gmail. Then select create account. Enter your name, and your desired username. Then please enter your password. Make sure that you remember your password. Click the next button. Okay. Next is you must enter your phone number. Select your date of birth. Then select your gender. Click the next button. Check whether your phone is right or wrong. Click the send button. And the Google will send you verification number. You enter the verification number and you click verify. Then your Gmail account will be created. Make sure that you remember your Gmail password.
Hello everyone, my name is Hidayah. My part is to introduce to you all about the important button in email.
Okay, when you select an email, you will see the button option at the left side. Firstly, inbox is the main folder that incoming email gets stored in. Every new message received is stored in the inbox. Then we go to the send button. Whenever your message is successfully sent to the recipient, it will appear and store in the send folder. Draft button when unsent messages are stored. So this is the compose button. When we press, it will open a new message box. Go to the formatting option. Formatting option has the word setting similar to the Microsoft Office. Then we go to the attach file. If you want to attach any file, you just click and choose what file you want. Then we go to the link. When you have any link that you want to mention it, just go and write what link you want. So we go to the emoji. Insert emoji is not a formal usage, but it has a similar emoji in your WhatsApp or others. Insert file using Drive. This button used to access a big file stored in the Google Drive. Okay. Then lastly, insert photos. If you want to insert any photo, you just click here and choose what photo you want. Thank you.
When you are sending a formal email where the recipients may be your colleagues, employer, or business partner, it is important to follow the standard format of an email. It is best to divide an email into 3 parts, namely the fields, body, and ending. The field part includes primary recipient, secondary recipient (CC), and also the subject of the email. The body part has 2 elements, namely greeting or salutation and the main idea, and also the details to be addressed to the recipient. Greetings are important when sending an email because it represents the courtesy of the sender. Lastly, the ending part consists of 4 elements, namely attachment, if available, closing or request for actions, appreciation to the recipient, and also the name of the sender. So this summarizes the standard format used for an email. Thank you.
Hi guys! So I'll be explaining to you the fields in emails. The 2 fields is represent the primary recipients. It is usually filled by the main email address that you want them to notify or take action regarding the email. The recipients can be 1 or more people by typing their full email address in this space. Keep in mind, do write the email address correctly to avoid the email being sent to the wrong person or not be delivered at all. Next, the CC field. CC field is the secondary recipient. CC stands for carbon copy, which is commonly sent to someone who should be informed about the content of the email. The person received the email under CC does not have to respond and take notes to the information that has been delivered to the recipient. This field often used in business communication when a message is intended for one person but is relevant to other people as well. Side notes: the primary recipient is allowed to see the recipients in CC field. BCC means blind carbon copy, where it is intended for the private recipient. As CC used when the sender wants to inform publicly there are other recipients of the email. Well, BCC does not allow primary and secondary recipients. No, the private recipient exists. In addition, the people in the BCC also not visible to the other in the BCC list. Alright, lastly, the subject. The subject line should inform the topic of the content, and it is recommended to write it brief and straightforward so that the receiver has some clue to the content.
The next part we'll be talking about is the content of an email. The message in an email should be direct, concise, and straight to the point. There is no fast rule about writing the content of an email, but 3 key elements that must be present are the following: purpose, readability, and politeness. Emails are written for a variety of reasons. It is important not to deviate from the purpose of the email. An email could be sent to inform, to request, to announce, to apply for something, such as grants, approval, positions, to seek help, to complain, and so on. But for whatever the reason, the email should consist of at least 2 parts. Part 1, the greetings and the main idea, and part 2 should be the details of the main idea. For example, we have an email here. It says, "Dear Mr. Ahmad Ibrahim, the board of directors has agreed to break into the Japanese market by the year 2019. Here we can see the part 1 where the greetings and the main idea was stated. And for part 2, it says that please assemble the best staff among our employees at Source Incorporated to be listed as members of a task force that will be responsible for the following duties. And here it listed off the details of the main idea. It is very important for us to bear in mind that the details in the second paragraph should be kept to the minimum, as lengthy explanation may wear out or intimidate the readers. Most people do not like to read messages that are too long, which would bore them out. As for readability, email is created in an era where every job has to be done fast, on time, and accurately. First rule of thumb is to keep that email readable and catches the attention of the recipient. Secondly, keep email as short as possible without omitting essential informations. Thirdly, fine-tune your salutation and the level of familiarity of each email accordingly. For formal salutation, use Dear Mr. XX or Ahmad Ibrahim, for example. And however, for colleagues at workplace or people that you are more closer to, you may say Hi, for example, John, or you can just say John would be sufficed. Fourthly, proofread your email to make sure that it sounds professional and is free from errors before sending it. Lastly, about politeness, first impression is very important. Email has very long life. They will stay in the recipient inbox for quite some time if it's not deleted. So we must always remember to be polite and do not respond to an email in anger. If you receive an upsetting email, leave it for a while before replying. It is best to get back to reply the email professionally when the anger has subsided to avoid any unnecessary conflicts. Emails are just words without intonation and facial expression. Make sure that the message you want to send is suitable to be conveyed through an email, since some messages are best communicated orally and face-to-face. So I hope that this tutorial has helped to guide you in writing an email. So what are you waiting for? Start writing your email now. Thank you.